My name is Piercarlo Valdesolo. I'm an assistant professor of psychology at Claremont McKenna College, and I'm the director of the Moral Emotions and Trust Lab. Most of our research typically manipulates a particular emotional state and then tries to see what kind of effect that emotional state has on some kind of moral behavior like helping others or hurting others or a moral judgment.
The whole concept of how we are influenced by our emotions subconsciously and consciously is a very understudied field from what I see, and now the topic is really relevant in terms of politics and religion and whatnot.
In the past, we've used techniques like having a participant in a room with a confederate who's a research assistant playing the role of another participant. And we'll have this confederate be an excellent actress, and at one point during the experiment she'll break down crying and she'll explain that her brother was just diagnosed with a disease, and she's just really distraught, and she doesn't think she can go on with the experiment. So our participants, in the presence of this person who feels really bad, and it seems authentic, even though it's all just an act, but that's how we would elicit compassion from our participants. And then we would get our participants to complete the experiment and see if their compassion influences what we're interested in measuring.
A lot of times we won't understand why we're making a decision a certain way, or what underlying factors influence the decision. And after reading about it so much, I kind of try to be more conscious of all the underlying factors that go on in my decision making without my awareness. So I think it's more about being aware and how to use that constructively in my own decision making.
Any experiment we run is geared towards identifying what is the particular function of this emotional state. How does it help us navigate the social world? And in some cases, how does it hurt us in achieving our social goals?
I've benefited tremendously from the amount of resources and energy that the professors provide here for the students, and working closely in every step of the research process. Coming up with an idea, developing a plan, running the studies, and then analyzing the results. Every single part of the process they make us a part of, and then once those do get published, then they give us the opportunity to go and present at different conferences. And there's so many opportunities for you to engage in this process and then put the work out there, which is invaluable.
The students get to be involved in cutting-edge research. All our faculty in psychology are active and engaged in the research process and producing high-quality research, which is rare for liberal arts colleges. And then on the flip side, we get to interact with these very smart and talented students without whom we wouldn't be able to do our research. So we rely on them, not only for their time, but their minds to strengthen our own ideas and push us to think a little harder about our research.
This experience, getting as hands-on as possible, preparing us for either graduate school or for the real world in general, it's an experience that I wasn't able to get from a larger public university, and here at CMC, it's probably been the best part about my experience as a student here.